Hello Zubair. So I ran into a little bit of some issues getting the ACL to fully work. So for this demo, I just changed one line down here. I have my Django authentication, or recognizing if it's a Django user. I was not able to figure out the algorithm or the database manipulation to figure out if the user has the right lamp. So I'm just going to override this with an HTTP response just for the sake of the demo to show that everything else still works, my bridging and my super user stuff. So if we go ahead here, we've got on the left, we've got the lampy mosquito output. As you can see, if I were to turn on the lamp, we'll see a bunch of messages coming through. This is the EC2 mosquito. As you can see, the ACL and authentication check is running and no errors are being thrown. Now if we tab, now if we tab over to our EC2 run server, you can see that these actions have triggered some ACL requests. I added just a bunch of characters to make it a little bit easier to read. We've got, if we'll scroll up a little bit, we'll find the authentication. Okay, so it looks like the authentication handled prior, so we're just not going to worry about that. We're getting a bunch of ACL users, or ACL requests users. I have a bunch of print statements saying like, okay, so this one here is a lampy bridge or a daemon detected, and then it figures out that it is the bridge, and then it will return a success response. I'm not quite sure what this super user forbidden stuff is. I think it has something to do with the fact that in my code here, which we were instructed to do, my super user method, just returns forbidden. Maybe that's my misunderstanding, and if so, I apologize. What else? Let's see. Let's get some responses in. I have had some issues with the caching, so sometimes responses don't come in, but if I force reset this page, you should be able to see, if I go hit F5 and deal with Kaspersky. Continue. Yes. Okay, you will see that this new ACL request and authentication request came in. Let's see right here. So we've got our authentication coming in, and our user is being authenticated. It's a WebSockets user. We're returning 200. Again, that super user access is still a little confusing to me because I am authenticating and it is working. You can see I've got my lampy set up there, and if I go change it to like blue, it works. So finally, we'll go through down here. Everything is being let through. Neglecting this weird super user bug, we are returning 200. Of course, a little bit of this is like hung up or bolstered by the fact that I did change something just to make it work for the demo. However, I would like to say that I probably have it 70 or 80% working. Let me think. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, thanks for a great semester. This has been great, even though I wasn't able to fully get this. I think my lack of Django knowledge is kind of biting me in the butt, but we'll get there when we get there. I'll be doing some summer work on that. And yeah, signing off.